UFC Seattle next week is a good card, but it's starting to get worse. Blades versus Kuniev got moved to UFC 313. Font versus Cruz got canceled after Cruz got hurt. Barboza versus Garcia now is canceled because Barboza's out of that fight. Maybe they can find a replacement for Garcia. Alexander Usyk says he probably has 2 fights left in his career and then he's going to retire. First, he'd like to fight the winner of Dubois and Parker, who fight next week. And then then maybe Alex Pereira. He says, why not? Usyk could fight Pereira in that new TKO boxing league, which is expected to happen at some point. TKO owns the UFC. Dana White would be involved. It'd be easier to make the match happen and handle everything in-house. And the league's backed by Turkey LL Sheikh, so big fights could happen. But Pereira has to worry about beating Ankalaev first in 3 weeks. Ankalaev just arrived in Vegas. He'll likely be training a bit at Extreme Couture and the USCPI. Nursultan Ruziboev has a fight coming up. You wanted some black action? Sounds crazy, but that's his nickname. I'll give it to you. Fight news coming soon. Ruziboev's brother, Black Jr., is going to be fighting in a couple days on short notice against Jared Gordon. His record is good, but he's fought some guys who aren't that good. Like his last win was against a guy who had a record of 8-11-1. Official poster for Manal Cop versus Asu Almabayev March 1st at the UFC Apex. Number 6 and 8 in the flyweight division. Colby Covington coaching on Tough, helping Chael Sonnen coach on Tough. Maybe he'll fight Michael Chiesa at the end of it. Chiesa is helping DC coach his team. Colby also says he wants to become a WWE wrestler.
When is it time to go to the WWE? I would say probably like 2 years. I want to start really working on my in-ring wrestling and, my crowd-pleasing ability in the next year or two. And, maybe I'll go up to Orlando and go to the WWE training center. But I want to really start perfecting my craft in the WWE and the wrestling moves and hope that I can make a transition in the next year or two.
Some say it's impossible, but I say it will work. I can say with 100% certainty, I have a great chance of winning a 3rd belt. If anyone has it, it's me. That'd be like moving up 3 weight classes because it's a 30-pound difference from where he's fighting at right now. But he hasn't won a 2nd belt yet, so it's premature to talk about that. Maybe he'll get a shot at the welterweight title, but it's probably Shavkat next in May. Daniel Rodriguez is signed to fight on May 3rd at the UFC Fight Night Des Moines, Iowa card. D-Rod's last fight was October 12th. He won a decision over Alex Morono. Before that, he fought Kelvin Gastelum. Gastelum couldn't make the welterweight limit, so they fought at middleweight, and Gastelum won a decision. Juliana Miller says, this dislocated shoulder is becoming stronger than my right one. Now I have 2 arms. I can't wait to use them violently, legally though, in the Octagon. First main event for Gregory Rodriguez in the UFC on Saturday against Jared Cannonier.
Means a lot for me. That shows like how the UFC look at me, give me the kind of fight. Like you said, Jared Cannonier have a great career inside the UFC. Was a guy fight for the belt. His last 5 fights was 5 main events. So a lot of experience behind him. But one thing I keep on my head, I'm not gonna fight against what he did. I'm gonna fight against a man, and that's my thought. But I respect everything he did. I respect his journey. But that's my time. That's my turn. I'm ready for this opportunity. I was waiting for this, and it's coming the perfect moment of my life. Yeah, first of all, I see the division change the generation. See them evolve right there. And a lot of important fights, like very decision fights, going to happen in February, March. So have me next week. I have a Brendan Allen and Fluffy, Anthony Hernandez. So there's a lot of change, and the belt fights just happened. And Dricos is still the champion. But I think that's the perfect time because all the middleweights and the top, especially the top 10, is fighting in this time. I'll beat Jerry Cannonier, and I'm not gonna be wait so long to fight again. That's a good thing for me.
Co-main event of the card is Youssef Zalal against Calvin Kattar. Zalal's a pretty big favorite in this one. He's surging, Kattar slumping, but Kattar's fought better competition. However, Zalal has been in there with Ilia Topuria, so he has been in there with the best.
Holy shit, that was my answer to that. You know what I mean? To like the inner child in me was just like, holy
You fighting Calvin Kattar, you know, I watched that kid against Max Holloway, which is one of my favorites again, you know what I mean, to go and watch it and be like, holy smokes, like, I get to fight that guy? I'm like, oh, hell yeah, but obviously I had to stay professional, I had to stay business, you know, I might look, but still, under this, there's, like, profession, you know, but, yeah, man, it's a big name, it's like, its name by itself speak itself, you know what I mean? So I'm super excited. That was a hell of an experience to spar the number 3 in the world and to see the things that he's done. And he's 100% Hall of Famer too, you know what I mean? Just to kind of go and experience that, you can't buy that, you know what I mean? So that's the biggest thing I took from it. I really didn't care if he helped me if he was a good look for Kattar or not. I really did not care. All I cared about was like, man, I'm getting a high level training. I'm going to take every opportunity of it. And it was amazing. And I'm glad to help him for his fight as well against Dan Hooker. So it meant a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to him as well. So I can't wait to headline 2025. And I said it in last year, 2024, I want to headline, and I got this opportunity, obviously, and this is the biggest opportunity of my career. And after this, and it goes from start of the year hot, you know what I mean? And this is what I want. I feel like I started the last year hot, and I'm keeping on doing the things, you know, and the stew is cooking. You know, it's been cooking for hours, and the more it cooks, the better it is.
GFL owner says they signed a term sheet to have their first team sale in the tens of millions of dollars, and they have another one lined up for even more money. Matt Brown says surgery was a success. Now breathe through the mouth for a few days.
Everything is about consistency. It's not because you read the book Eat, Pray, Queef and you ran 2 miles that you're David Goggins. You're only David Gag on it. There's nothing special about you. Every time you look up at someone, it's because they're a recollection of small steps. Think about it as Lego pieces. When you see a big pieces of Lego, it's every single piece was placed properly. That's how consistency works. That's how you get something great in life. It's not because you listen to 2-3 podcasts and you listen to motivational speeches and you don't do shit that your life's going to change. You're fat, weak, and I won't say the G word because
Misha Tate had a message for Tatiana Suarez after her loss to Weili Zhang. You're a beast, Tatiana. We all love watching what you do, loser. We still got your back. No excuses, but the fight camp was a struggle. Wasn't ready when the opportunity came. Arm was hurt, staph infection, visa problems. Couldn't get my cornerman to Australia.
Your balls, guard. Okay. From now on, I am Kevin Costner. Your balls are Whitney Houston. R.I.P. What? Whitney died? Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, how's Michael Jackson taking it?
What's up, y'all? Just got back from getting the workout in. Got to rehydrate with some grassy water. Good stuff right there. Got organic cane sugar in it to get my blood sugar back up after the lift. Also packed with vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. So a nice immunity booster as well. Rehydrate the right way. Grab some grassy water. You'll be happy you did.